Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, second hour and fourth hour, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The final 6-5 video. We've done addition. We've done subtraction. We did multiplication. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what we're doing now? If you can't tell, here's the zoomed in photo. We are doing division. So if you remember when we did complex numbers, we were multiplying, when we were trying to simplify a fraction like this, we would multiply by something we called the complex conjugate. It was complex only because it had a complex number in it. It had I, imaginary numbers, square root of -1. But the conjugate, if you remember, was where you took the bottom and you changed one thing, the middle sign. If it was positive, you made it negative. If it was negative, you turned it positive. When you're simplifying, it's not like you're solving. You do need to do it to both the top and the bottom. And this is going to now be a FOIL on the top and a FOIL on the bottom. Why would I do this? This looks like it's going to make things super complicated. Well, if you remember, like we did with the complex conjugate, it made the bottom simplify really nicely. By the way, the directions here weren't written, but the directions are to simplify. And a math expression is not simplified if it has a radical sign in the bottom of a fraction. You cannot have any radicals in the denominator. So that's why I'm trying this, and I promise you this is going to turn out super cool. Just hang tight. First things first, FOIL. Everybody gasped because I said the four-letter F word. All right, 4 times root 2 is just 4 root 2. 4 times 3 is 12. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4. And root 2 times 3 is 3 root 2. Now do the bottom. FOIL. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Root 2 times 3 is 3 root 2. Negative 3 times root 2 is negative 3 root 2. And negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. The reason you do the conjugate, the reason you change this sign to that, is because if you do your math correctly, every time your middle 2 terms will cancel. And let's be real, at this point, those are your only radical signs left, because what is the square root of 4? 2. All you have left on the bottom is 2 minus 9. And that is why we use the complex conjugate, because it will make the bottom of your fraction look beautiful. Lovely. Perhaps I should maybe write this over here. 2 minus 9 then is going to be negative 7. All right, let's simplify the top. 2 things. First of all, I'm seeing a 4 root 2 and a 3 root 2. Those are like terms that I may combine to be a 7 root 2. And then I also notice that the square root of 4 is actually just 2. So I have some like terms to combine here. 7 root 2 plus 14 over negative 7. Now, 2 things. First of all, we normally, kind of like we did with the complex numbers, we like to write the normal thing in front, so the 14, and then the kind of funky, crazy thing, in this case, the radical, second. And then this does simplify. They won't always simplify, but remember that if you can evenly divide everything on top by that bottom, then go ahead and simplify this. So 14 divided by negative 7 is a happy negative 2. And that 7 divided by negative 7 is a negative 1, which I don't have to write the 1. I can just leave it like this, right? That is my final answer.